Welcome back to Tuesday Night Pro Scrims with Revan and Mr. X. We're moving into map number 7. It's going to be capture the flag on the map Slums. Actually, this is map number 6. My fault, because it's 3-2 series.
Revan always gets everything wrong.
All right, you got the rules wrong twice so far tonight. I had to like triple check your rules, just
and
to
they
make
were all
sure.
right.
Yeah, because I had to fix some settings. Yeah, a couple of them wrong. You didn't have friendly fire on. You had the capture limit on none when it's supposed to be at 10. But let's hop into the action here now. compLexity, they were able to win the last capture flag on standoff very convincingly. In fact, it was 7-0, which is pretty much domination at that point.
Right, and with 2 guys down right off the break, 3 guys down right off the break here, it's going to be important for compLexity to hold the flag, and now they're going to have to start rotating back towards the flag. It's not looking good for compLexity right off the start.
All right, so let's talk strategy as Kremy's going to play catch with Twiz right there. Now, we could talk strategy as he gets taken out. Curse, they're going to be pulling the flag here. So when you're on the side that compLexity is on, you want to focus on holding blue. Right. And not only that, you want to actually push out a little bit past blue. If you decide to go through laundry, then you could coordinate a really good push with your team, try to pinch in at the garage at the same time, whereas whoever went through blue will pinch in from the back fountain. Or what a lot of teams like to do is they're just hold out over near the first blue Jeep and then have everyone just try to flood garage after that.
Yeah, and you also can't let Curse get to cop car too from compLexity side, because if they can get the cop car and control that, they can get a pretty nasty spawn kill. And I think it's important to, on compLexity side, you want to get caps from this spawn. You don't want to say we're going to play whole defense, but you can't give up map control to not get caps. You have to keep map control, and then if you can get caps, then you can.
I think there are 3 goals on the side that compLexity is on right now.
Give me all 3.
Oh, wait, never mind. I was talking about... Yeah. So compLexity down the least favorite. I got confused there for a second, but the 3 goals for compLexity. First goal is to control blue. Okay. Second goal is to control middle map, and third goal is to cap the flag or get score streaks.
Right, and I think to either if you can come out of the side that they're on with either streaks or flag cap or an even score in flags, I think that's a huge win.
All right, so now if you're on the side that Curse is on, the more favored side, I think that if you're defending, you absolutely need a trophy system. If you allow the other team to get a smoke grenade out on your flag, they're going to be able to pull it whichever direction they want to, because you won't be able to see them just like that. As TP, he's going to get away with this one. And
here's
a
smart play from Curse. I like that they didn't chase the flag, that they're rotating back to their own flag, because just like on the other side, if you can get an AR in blue, you can get a really effective spawn kill on that white wall, which I believe Aches was set up in blue and got 2 or 3 kills on the cutoffs right there. So I really like the rotation all the way back from Curse instead of trying to force things through blue.
All right, so now at this moment in time, compLexity, goal number 1. You see them right now. They're over near the blue side of the map. As they pick up this first set of kills, then they're going to focus on holding middle map, and then if they get a set of kills after that, then they're pushing for flags. But they didn't get the first set. It's all up to TP now to do some defensive work, but it looks like Aches is going to get a favorable spawn near the flag, so he's going to have some help here as you see where all the Curse members are, and as he takes out Twiz, that's going to take off a lot of pressure from the compLexity flag.
If you look at if you were looking at your mini-map right there, I believe 2 people on Curse were pushed up cop, and I think 1 person got to the hood of that car as Aches and Crim6 was spawning in, which spawned them in blue alley, which was it's a pretty big mistake, to be honest, because you give that team, now you give them blue control, and now you're kind of pushed back and you can't really control mid-map, and you leave your guys at cop car kind of out to dry when you get that blue spawn.
And we do see teams that if they do make that mistake, then immediately they'll try to flank around through the cop car street, and I kind of like that play. I like when they're able to pitch it on blue like that, because it's such a close quartered area. You can pretty much guess where the opponent's going to be defending from.
Yeah, but you need to be set up properly before you pinch, I think. Because if you pinch and it's unsuccessful, and you really don't have that good of a setup behind the pinch or on the other side, that it's extremely easy to get all 4 down and then, for the other team to just counter.
All right, so it's going to be Twiz pulling this flag right up the middle from Curse. I'm looking at compLexity, and they're just not in position to stop this Twiz. He's just going to cut across the map. So with a minute remaining in the first half, Curse, they are going to take the lead here. But I want to flip through the players from Curse real quick. Do any of you guys have streaks? So Miracles, you don't. compLex, you're EMP'd. Blind Fire, you do not. So I don't think I know compLex was pretty close in the first minute of the game, but I don't think he has any to work with here.
Right, and you know, it'll be interesting right now to see how compLexity plays this, if they're going to go just try and stay map control, or if they're going to try and get a flag cap. And it looks like they're going to try and pull a flag right here.
But Krim, he's the only one around this area of the map. Does find one takeout complex, but Blind Fire is there with the cleanup kill and the return. And you know, there's only a minute left to play. You said that at this moment, you should be playing for some score streaks, and I think Blind Fire, that's probably the play he should be making here.
Right, and I mean, that's probably the play he should have made right there, but you know, pushed up trying to get brick side of the map when you really didn't have any map control or presence in the middle of the map. Probably not the best idea. You probably should have just sat and played garage at that point and just kind of tried to bait guys into the garage. But I mean, you know, it happens. He was on a roll. He's probably feeling it, so I can understand that.
But it's looking kind of good for the compLexity players here, as you got Ace on a 3 kill spree, Clayster on a 3 kill spree. Krim had a decent start on a 2 kill spree there, but it's going to be up to Clay and Aches. They have the best starts to some streaks there, but they're going to go into the half down 1 flag, but at least nobody from Curse has any flag stopping score streaks to work with.
No, I mean, you only give up 1 flag on that side, which isn't, I mean, you're only down 1 flag, which is what I meant, which isn't bad, and you have 2 players working extremely close towards streaks. You know, if you can get streaks at the beginning of this round and just kind of really put pressure on the middle of the map, it'll be extremely difficult for Curse to hold this for a full 5 minutes.
All right, so Aches, he's the closest player. He's around halfway to getting his Hellstorm missile, but I don't think it's enough to justify completely playing for him. Maybe he picks up a kill or 2 here at the start, but he just gets taken out there by miracles. So let's switch on board with the next closest player. It's going to be Clayster.
Right, and he's going to play this brick side extremely patient, try and let the subs get map control through the middle and just really make a strong push. And that kill right there is huge because that gets all the players on Curse moving, you know. It's extremely easy to set up and just hold that side of the map. But once you start getting players moving, it becomes a lot easier to take control of mid-map, which you just see Teep pick up a huge 2-piece.
Yeah, Complex went absolutely huge in the blue side of the map as well. You saw 2 compLexity players push there, and both got taken out by Complex. So it's going to be Ace trying to push there again. He's dead, so let's go on board with Crim6. He's the first one pushed up, does find the kill on the Twiz. So as you were saying, this is going to force Curse to move. They're going to have to rotate back, clean up the kill before they push up and take map control.
Right, and that's the biggest thing, is to try and force rotations right here out of these power positions in the middle of the map. Okay. So you see Complex is actually set up in blue, and they have BL Fire at bricks, and they have another guy about right outside of Grave, so they have a pretty good lock on the middle, but they just got to pick 1 kill compLexity and then push.
Now it's all up to Aches. Nice shots there from Blind Fire. He's heating up on a 5 kill spree, and he's going to be working towards the Hellstorm missile here. I assume he's just going to position himself over near the graveyard, maybe stick around near the red van. He's about to find a couple players rotating back from compLexity, but he actually gets taken out there. It was Aches on the kill feed with that kill, so now Complex, he's got a sniper on his back. What do you think of this?
I think this is an interesting strategy. I saw him using it last round, and I like the idea of pushing to Grave with it right off the start. You can probably get an easy pick at double Ds. But to pull it out in the middle of the round, only at 1 flag, I think that's a bit risky.
I mean, maybe if they were on the other side, I could see a sniper being a bit useful because there are lots of lines of sight you can work with it. But on this side, it's a lot more close quartered. I mean, you're going to see the submachine guns pretty much dominate this whole left side of the map. So, I mean, kind of interesting that he pulls out the sniper, but so far I haven't seen him do anything with it.
No, I haven't. I don't think I've seen any kills with it. And right now, it's just a lot of one-on-one play from compLexity. They really got to get together and get picks and just kind of push up together on the map.
Yeah, it's all about your teamwork here. As you see, Twiz locking down blue. Blind Fire, he's not going to find any action here, which gives me time to pop up the score. But he's going off 27 and 12. He's leading the team. And Twiz, even though he's slacking, he's got Blind Fire to rely on here because it doesn't look like he's going to slow down anytime soon. Once again, he's pretty darn close to some streaks.
Yeah, and we do have Clayster picking up 2 kills on the Curse flag, so, you know, leaving Blind Fire in the middle of the map to just fend for himself, and it looks like compLexity is going to get a flagpole right here, and should be a cap providing everyone gets cutoffs.
All right, you see Curse are going to try to flood through the middle of the map. It's going to be Aches here with the cutoff. He's the last one there. Looks like he was able to pick up 2 kills, and he's still doing damage. Finally cleaned up, but the damage has been done. Teep is going to be able to put in this flag cap, but still no score streaks acquired by anyone throughout this game.
No, and that's really the big thing about this map, especially. I mean, the streaks are extremely big on every map, but on Slum CTF, the map is so open that 1 Hellstorm can literally stop the flag for 20 or 30 seconds if you don't hover it and just kind of, if you don't burst it, I mean, and leave it hovered above the map.
All right. So, Teep, he gets taken out in the middle. Blind Fire, I mean, this is just like the Search and Destroy on Raid, where everyone's just so close to their damn score streaks, but they don't get them. They always get taken out, you know, just
keep jinxing
an inch away. Maybe I do. I gotta Who do I not want to watch here? Blindfire, he's dead. Okay, you're not close.
And see, here's a play that I don't agree with from Curse, is that because complex ran through blue while they were pushing up into garage, they kind of gave complexity a pinch spawn where they were able to get garage and blue side and just really, now they have more map control than Curse.
All right, so 50 seconds remaining in the second half. It's looking like we might head into overtime. Is this where complexity decide to play for streaks, or are they going to go for the win here? Are they going to keep ramping up the pressure at the flag?
You know, if you're on good side, you can definitely ramp up the pressure on the flag, but now it'll be interesting. They'll have to play good defense, but at the same time, Curse can't leave themselves prone to a counter cap right here. It's extremely important they don't get too over aggressive and try and push up and just make a play that really isn't possible.
Uh-oh, it's all up to TP here. Finds one on the flag. Trying to pick up the kill. Does so as he finds Twiz there. So Crisis is averted for complexity. Twiz was in a great position to make something happen there. Almost picked up the kill on the TP, but in the end, complexity, they hold on to their base and we're going to overtime. So a lot of times when we head into OT here for capture flag, we see teams dramatically change how they play, which I'm definitely not a fan of.
No.
So if you change up your play style, you know, generally we see teams play a lot more passive, a lot more reserved, especially when they capture the first flag. I kind of feel like even if you capture it in 4 minutes, whenever you have an opportunity to capture a flag in overtime, you want to do it because it's going to put a timer on the other team to make something happen. Obviously, you're forcing them to be aggressive, but if you keep playing, if you keep the play style the same throughout the whole game, then you really should have nothing to worry about.
Right, you need to stick to how you know how to play to just sit back and play defense, especially on the side that complexity has now. It's something you just don't do. So you really don't know how to do it extremely well, and that's usually when teams cap extremely fast. Another thing that you don't see a lot of teams do that really doesn't make much sense is that when we have a flag pull by Twiz.
Yeah, Twiz got right in front of the complexity flag. Placer in a good position to at least stop the flag for the time being, but still more Curse members around the area. It's going to be Blindfire, who's actually leading the whole lobby in terms of kills. This challenge there finds Ace, looking for another one. Looks like he's got support from his teammates, but Miracles, as he cleans up that kill, he's going to try to pick up this flag, and he does so. And you see complexity, they're way far back. It's looking really good for Curse right now.
Yeah, you know, as long as Curse gets the cutoffs, there should be a flag cap. And one thing I was going to bring up before they went on this great flag run is you don't see a lot of teams from the side that Curse will have now to where they just cap the flag and they set the clock. You really don't see those type of teams push up and try and get a flag cap, but one flag cap could end the game, you know?
So I think complexity's goal on that side was definitely try to waste as much time on the clock as you can, because you're on the least favored side. It's just that if we're on the better side, we're going to be able to put on a lot more pressure, but now they're on the good side and they have like a 40-second timer to work with here.
Right, and I think you're probably going to see 3 subs from complexity right here. You know, try and ramp up the pressure, and just, I mean, you're going to have to just run in there and get a cap right away.
All right, so Snipe misses as Complex will get the second one as he takes out Glacier, and that's all 4 dead for complexity. This puts them in a really rough position, especially in overtime. They only got 30 seconds to work with, and Miracles,
and especially Miracles with streaks, you know, especially with those streaks. And now he picks up his lightning. It's going to be impossible for Complexity to get a flag right here.
Yeah, Blindfire, he wants to cap this flag. Miracles using his lightning strike off the respawn here. Picks up 1, picks up 2, sees 1 coming through blue as well. Blindfire should be able to capture this flag. There's a player behind him, but he's got the support from his teammates. Actually, Teep stops it just short. Twiz puts it in. So within 50 seconds, Curse, they cap a flag after, you know, they capped the first one, of course, on the first side on overtime. And they were looking really good there throughout the whole Slums capture flag. They were led by Blindfire. He led the entire lobby in terms of kills. Let's take another look at our final scoreboard. I think he finished something crazy like 40 and 20.
Yeah, he really went off that game. And, you know, Slums CTF actually plays exactly to
38-20.
It plays to his play style. You know, as an aggressive AR, you can push up into the middle. He can hold bricks, pick up kills there. He can go into blue, pick up kills easily from there with an AR. So, you know, that definitely is probably BLFR is one of his best maps.
Yeah, tons of obstacles around the map to work with, tons of head glitches everywhere, which Blindfire, he loves those head glitches. So, Curse, they're looking good on Slums capture flag. They're going to take the lead in the Pro Series. We'll increase their lead by 2 games now. They're up 4-2 in the series, and best of 9. They only need 1 more map to take it, so we're going to head to a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're going to find out if Curse can dethrone complexity in Pro Scrims.